From its inception, the Russian Su-57 stealth fighter caused quite a stir. Its advanced capabilities have raised concerns in other nations, including the United States. As Russia's first fifth-generation stealth aircraft, the Su-57's performance has been compared to the F-22 Raptor, one of the United States' most formidable fighters. But can the Su-57 match or even surpass the capabilities of Western aircraft? In a dogfight, would the Su-57 have the upper hand over the F-22? Or would the American fighter remain dominant? Join us as we explore the insane capabilities of Russia's $273 million stealth jet, which will destroy the West. The Su-57, Russia's advanced fifth-generation stealth fighter, has sparked significant debate since the first day. As the successor to the iconic flanker and a product of over a decade of development, it has drawn mixed reactions. While it represents advanced Russian aviation, some in the West argue it is merely a derivative design. Despite being positioned as the future of the Russian Air Force, only a limited number have been produced, raising questions about its viability. Stealth aircraft became a priority for military powers during the 1980s, with the United States leading the way through the Advanced Tactical Fighter program that ultimately produced the F-22 Raptor. However, misconceptions persist about stealth technology. Contrary to popular belief, stealth does not render an aircraft invisible to radar. Instead, it minimizes detection time, delaying an enemy's ability to achieve a radar lock. This principle underpins the designs of the F-22, an air dominance fighter meant to neutralize threats before adversaries can respond, and the B-2 bomber, built to evade defenses and penetrate deep into enemy territory. With the Su-57, Russia aimed to combine stealth with maneuverability, promising an aircraft capable of countering Western advancements. But is it an underestimated game changer or merely overestimated propaganda? In response to emerging technologies in military aviation, Russia adopted a different approach, prioritizing high performance over stealth. This philosophy led to the launch of their fifth-generation jet program, known as the MFI. The program aimed to develop a competent aircraft with moderate radar cross-section reduction. This effort culminated in the creation of the MiG-1.44, which ultimately failed, showing the broader challenges Russia faced during the 1990s. Despite the MFI program's shortcomings, Sukhoi took the initiative to independently design a next-generation fighter, resulting in the S-37 Berkut. This self-funded project was a technological demonstrator, showcasing advanced capabilities, including its iconic forward-swept wing design. The S-37 symbolized a vision for the future of the Russian Air Force, inspiring further innovation. By the early 2000s, following the MFI's failure, the Russian government launched a new program called the PAK-FA, also known as the Prospective Airborne Complex of Frontline Aviation. Sukhoi and Mikoyan had very different strategies for the PAK-FA competition. Mikoyan suggested a team effort where three design bureaus, Mikoyan, Sukhoi, and Yakovlev, would work together, with the winner leading the project. On the other hand, Sukhoi wanted to lead the entire project from the start, including everything from design to production, working closely with suppliers and research teams. Their aircraft designs also showed different priorities. Mikoyan's prototype was smaller and cheaper, weighing 16 to 17 tons and powered by two Klimov VK-10EM engines with about 10 to 11 tons of thrust each. Sukhoi's T-50 was bigger and more powerful, weighing 22 to 23 tons and using two AL-41F1 engines with 14.5 tons of thrust each. In April 2002, Sukhoi won the competition and became the lead designer for Russia's next-generation fighter. The Ministry of Defense chose Sukhoi for its strong proposal and its proven track record in creating Su-27 variants and successful exports during the 1990s. Flight tests were expected to begin in 2007. However, its production has faced numerous delays, highlighting ongoing challenges in fulfilling this ambitious vision. Russia's fifth-generation fighter jet remained secret for years, sparking intense debates on military forums, blogs, and news outlets. However, the veil was lifted in 2010 when the first images and videos of the Su-57, previously known as the T-50, emerged. The footage showcased the aircraft's maiden flight, captivating the media. Critics quickly dismissed it as an imitation of the F-22 Raptor. But the truth lies somewhere in between. The Su-57 stands out as a unique platform with distinct design choices. While its wing shape may resemble American fifth-generation fighters, the resemblance ends there. Unlike the F-22 or F-35, the Su-57 incorporates design elements from the flanker series, such as engines housed in gondolas and a tunnel structure between them, enhancing lift and maneuverability. The aircraft's canted vertical stabilizers reduce radar visibility, a crucial feature for stealth, and function as control surfaces, a concept reminiscent of the YF-23. This American prototype was lost to the F-22. Interestingly, the Su-57's nose section resembles the YF-23's naval variant concept, the NF-23, more closely than the Raptor. Additionally, the Su-57 integrates horizontal stabilizers and leading-edge root extensions, which act like canards during flight to maximize maneuverability. These design choices highlight its focus on agility and versatility. From its prototype stages onward, the Su-57 has demonstrated a blend of innovation and inspiration, solidifying its position as a distinctive and formidable aircraft. From its inception, the Su-57 has showcased a design philosophy centered on maneuverability and versatility, setting it apart as a unique player in fifth-generation fighter jets. Unlike the advanced stealth coatings of the F-35 and F-22, the Su-57 uses radar-absorbent materials sparingly, focusing on critical areas like hatches or sections prone to radar wave scattering. This limited application reduces the jet's radar cross-section by 20% to 90%, far from the exaggerated claims of massive reductions. While the Su-57 cannot match the stealth of its American counterparts, it's stealthy enough for Russian standards. Modern radars would still struggle to track a target with an RCS below 1 square meter. However, the Su-57's stealth effectiveness is hindered by its exposed engines in the rear, which likely results in a higher RCS compared to the F-35 and F-22. While some media criticize details like exposed screws, these aren't a significant factor, as even the F-35 and F-22 have similar features and maintain exceptional stealth capabilities. The real challenge for the Su-57 lies with its engines. Russia repeated a familiar Cold War mistake by starting the development of the aircraft before designing its intended engines. While other successful jets like the Rafale and Su-27 also began testing with interim engines, they quickly transitioned to their proper power plants. The Su-57, in contrast, still relies on engines not explicitly optimized for its design, limiting its full potential. The story of the Su-57's engine development is long and still unfinished. Currently, the Su-57 jets in production are powered by AL-41F1 engines, which are closely related to those used in the Su-35. While these engines are reliable and robust, they are not the original design envisioned for the Su-57. Instead of being based on the AL-41FS developed for the older MFI program, they are adaptations of the older AL-31 engines. This means that unlike some fifth-generation fighters, the Su-57 may not achieve sustained supercruise, flying at supersonic speeds without afterburners when carrying a full combat load. For comparison, even the Su-35 can only achieve supercruise in a lighter configuration. On the bright side, the AL-41F1 engines feature 3D thrust vectoring, giving the Su-57 exceptional agility and maneuverability. The Su-57 is a formidable dogfighter with a thrust-to-weight ratio of over 1, even in combat configurations. However, modern air combat has shifted away from traditional dogfights, making this capability less critical in most scenarios. The future engine for the Su-57, called the Li-30, is expected to bring substantial improvements. It's designed to enable supercruise at speeds up to Mach 1.5, incorporate serrated nozzles like the F-35's F-135 engine, and potentially introduce a flatter, stealthier nozzle design inspired by the S-70 Okhotnik drone. These upgrades aim to improve stealth and reduce the visible titanium areas affecting the Su-57's radar signature. However, it's unclear when these new engines will enter service. One of the Su-57's most promising developments is its collaboration with advanced drones like the S-70 Okhotnik. This wingman drone is far more focused on stealth, with a sleek design and large payload capacity. Working alongside the Su-57, these drones could change the dynamics of air combat. For instance, the Su-57 or an AWACS aircraft could identify enemy targets, while the S-70 drones engage them undetected. This teamwork could make the Su-57 and its drones a powerful offensive or defensive force. Russia is developing a new data link system called OZOD, similar to NATO's Link 16, to support this integration. This system would enable seamless communication between manned aircraft and drones, enhancing operational efficiency. The S-70 has undergone several successful test flights and continues to advance through its development phase, promising a significant leap in Russia's air combat capabilities. The Su-57, Russia's advanced fifth-generation fighter jet, is more than just a concept. It's a tangible project with prototypes in limited operational use. However, the ongoing war in Ukraine and the strain on Russia's military resources raise a critical question. Where will the funding come from to support such ambitious and costly projects? Initially, India partnered with Russia in 2007 to co-finance the Su-57's development under the PAC-FA program. In exchange, India would receive a two-seater variant and the rights to produce the aircraft domestically. However, the program faced significant setbacks, including delays caused by engine development challenges and the integration of entirely new avionics, radar systems, and sensors. Frustrated by these delays, India withdrew from the project in 2018. It retained the option to purchase the finished aircraft later, if it ever reached mass production and full operational capability within the Russian Air Force. Russia initially planned to produce 200 Su-57s, but drastically scaled back the goal to a single squadron of 12 aircraft. This number was later adjusted when, in 2017, a contract for 76 units was signed. Despite this, progress has been slow. To date, only around 10 Su-57s are reportedly in operational service. The Su-57 has allegedly been used for testing in Syria and even deployed in the war in Ukraine. Reports suggest it may have engaged in air-to-air combat, with claims of a possible kill against a Ukrainian Su-27. However, these claims remain unverified and fall into the realm of speculation. Funding, production delays, and operational challenges continue to overshadow the Su-57's development, raising doubts about the project's future viability amidst Russia's current economic and military constraints. This conflict has been as much about propaganda as it has been about military advancements, creating the impression that the Su-57 is a game-changing aircraft in combat is a powerful tool for Russia to appeal to potential buyers worldwide. However, it's crucial to approach such claims with caution and a critical mindset. Now, addressing the big question, how would the Su-57 fare against America's finest? The F-22 Raptor or the F-35 Lightning II? Let's delve into its capabilities, focusing on its electronics and weaponry. The Su-57 is equipped with the advanced NO-36 Belka AESA radar system, which consists of 5 distinct antennas. The primary X-band antenna provides long-range detection and target engagement capabilities. 2 additional X-band antennas on the sides enhance coverage, extending to approximately 270 degrees. Furthermore, 2 L-band antennas integrated into the wings support electronic warfare functions, broadening its defensive capabilities. At the front of the aircraft, there's the infrared search and track system. This system can detect thermal signatures from enemy aircraft and guide infrared missiles without needing the radar. It is similar to the electro-optical targeting system on the F-35. Notably, this is an advantage over the F-22 Raptor, which lacks a comparable IRS system, though future upgrades might address this gap. The Su-57 also incorporates sensor fusion, where its onboard computer integrates data from multiple sensors to improve the pilot's situational awareness. While this is a step forward, it doesn't match the advanced capabilities of the F-35 distributed aperture system and the helmet-mounted display, which offer unparalleled situational awareness and targeting accuracy. One notable drawback of the Su-57 is the absence of an integrated targeting pod, unlike the F-35. The F-35 can engage ground targets using its internal systems while maintaining its stealth profile, a significant advantage in modern combat scenarios. So to conclude the comparison, the Su-57 is a formidable aircraft with features that outpace 4th generation and even advanced 4th+ generation fighters. However, in a head-to-head comparison with the F-22 or F-35, it falls short in several key areas, particularly stealth and electronic warfare systems. While impressive in its own right, it remains a step behind its Western counterparts. The Su-57 is undoubtedly a remarkable fighter, but what lies ahead for this program? While the Su-57 isn't flawless, it does showcase strong capabilities. It features advanced radar and avionics, respectable stealth attributes, and powerful engines, though these engines have yet to meet the originally planned specifications. The anticipated Su-57M upgrade is expected to include these improvements, along with advanced systems. However, futuristic elements like autonomous drones remain largely conceptual for now. In combat scenarios, the Su-57 poses a significant challenge. Equipped with R-37M long-range missiles capable of striking targets over 200 kilometers away, it could potentially engage adversaries like the F-22 and F-35 before being detected. Russia envisions the Su-57 as a command aircraft, leading jet teams to enhance battlefield surveillance and support. However, the program faces substantial hurdles. Current production numbers are low, with only 10 to 15 operational Su-57s and an order for 76 more. Even with these, the fleet falls short of matching the U.S. F-22 inventory and the extensive fleet of over 1,000 F-35s deployed by the U.S. and NATO forces. Interestingly, while debates often pit the Su-57 against Western fighters, the Chinese J-20 may represent a more immediate concern for the U.S. With its serial production and growing numbers, the J-20 could more effectively challenge the balance of power than the Su-57. The J-20 stealth fighter is designed to dominate the skies with cutting-edge technology. Its advanced sensors and data systems give the pilot a complete view of the battlefield while using stealth and electronic warfare to keep enemies in the dark. The aircraft has a suite of sensors that provide a 360-degree view, and its nose-mounted systems are tailored for detecting and engaging air threats. Though exact details about its radar remain secret, experts believe the J-20 uses a high-performance AESA radar capable of tracking targets up to 200 kilometers away and engaging multiple enemies simultaneously. It also includes electro-optical targeting systems and infrared sensors, similar to those on the F-35, making it especially effective against stealthy opponents. Pilots enjoy a fully digital setup inside the cockpit with a massive touchscreen display, additional auxiliary screens, and a wide-angle holographic HUD for critical data. The helmet-mounted display lets pilots aim and fire weapons by looking at the target, even at extreme angles. Recent reports suggest the J-20 is also capable of airborne early warning and control, further boosting its versatility. With all these features, the J-20 blends stealth, precision, and cutting-edge avionics into one formidable package. The J-20 fighter jet is designed to carry advanced weapons for various missions. Its primary weapons bay can hold long-range air-to-air missiles like the PL-15 and PL-21, as well as precision-guided bombs such as the LS-6 series. Two smaller side bays near the air intakes are made for short-range missiles like the PL-10. These side bays are built for stealth, letting the doors close quickly before firing, making launches faster and harder to detect. The central bay can fit up to 4 long-range missiles, while the side bays each hold 1 short-range missile. By 2023, reports suggested China was working to boost the J-20's missile capacity. A new staggered setup could allow 6 PL-15 missiles to fit internally, and a slimmer missile called the PL-16, designed with folded fins and a compact frame, is also in development. Despite its smaller size, the PL-16 matches the PL-15 in performance. The J-20's primary mission is air combat, using missiles to take down enemy aircraft and critical aerial targets. It might also handle precision strikes with air-to-ground weapons or anti-radiation missiles. While its wings can carry extra fuel tanks or larger weapons like the PL-17, this would reduce its stealth, so it's not the jet's primary role. Interestingly, the J-20 doesn't have an internal cannon, hinting at its focus on long-range battles rather than close dogfights. Its design prioritizes precision and power when hitting targets from afar. The J-20 stealth fighter is designed with a brilliant mix of features to reduce its radar visibility. Its shape uses canard wings paired with smooth extensions near the leading edges to scatter radar waves effectively. The sleek forebody, radar-friendly canopy, and specialized materials help it achieve stealth like the F-22. Its air inlets, called DSI, are cleverly designed to hide the engine from radar, while also being lightweight and simple. The J-20's weapons bay has flat bottoms, doors have jagged edges, and cooling vents have mesh covers to improve stealth further. While some argue that using canards could hurt its stealth, experts point out that canards can work with low observable designs, as seen in other stealth aircraft. Advanced flight controls and careful engineering make them viable for stealth. The aircraft also uses composite materials and radar-absorbing paint. During peacetime, a special reflector makes it visible to other planes, enhancing safety and reducing training risks. This reflector can be removed in combat. Over time, the J-20 has evolved to include better engines and stealth-enhancing features, especially in its newer models. While its rear stealth isn't as advanced as the F-35, its front-facing stealth is impressive and better than the Su-57. Analysts believe the J-20 can use its stealth to strike targets in cluttered airspaces, showing it's a serious player in modern air combat. In a nutshell, the J-20 is formidable. The future of the Su-57 is uncertain, especially given the pressures on Russia's defense industry due to the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. Nonetheless, its design and the F-22 will likely influence the development of next-generation fighter aircraft for years to come. Despite criticisms, the Su-57 remains an impressive platform, hinting at the potential change of the future of aerial warfare. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.